I 23M, think my so 22F, cheated on me with her boss 50+M, last night. I'm on mobile, so I apologize in advance for any typos and such. We've been together for just over a year and a half. Basically, I have reason to believe that my so cheated on me last night at a company event with her boss. This event had been planned for a couple of weeks, and she was very excited to pick out something sexy to wear to a company event. As far as I understood, everyone else in the company would be attending as well. She left for the event after work last night, and the last time I received a text was a couple of hours before it supposedly started. Beforehand, she said she wouldn't be too long at it, and would text me when she was leaving. There was inclement weather last night, so I asked her to do this so I knew she wasn't upside down in a ditch somewhere. Well, several hours go by, no word from her. At this point, I'm a little worried. I texted her sister, who also happens to be close associates of my so's boss, and asked if she heard from my so at all during or before the party. She said her boss said that party was cancelled because of the weather. I know he was going out to dinner with someone though. This is when my heart sank. I got nervous, and decided to open up her email and see if maybe she made any other plans around this time. The first email that popped up was from her boss forwarding her the reservation details for their Christmas party. Specifically, they were meeting up at a couple of bars in a city an hour away and then heading to a very expensive restaurant for a very private evening. At that point, I knew something was up, but reasonably, there was nothing I could do about it, so I went to sleep. She got in around 1:30 in the morning, stumbling around in the dark. So I know she got silly or did medication with this guy. I woke up this morning, and in the bathroom were her clothes from last night. I'm not proud of this, but I checked her pockets and found nothing. But I noticed that her panties were bunched up under all of the other clothing, and when I picked them up, they reeked of sweat and romance. They also had, for lack of a less blatant term, romantic residue on them and obvious sperm stains. So yeah, that's where we're at now. I never got the suspicion that she was unhappy in any way, and she even constantly complained about her work, so I thought everything was kosher. What do/r/relationships? Too long, didn't read, so appears to have gone out and slept with boss last night during a company event. No indication that she was ever unhappy in the relationship. Edit, I posted a semi-update in the thread, but here it is. I don't know why I really even posted this in here, to be honest. I guess I just needed a push to do what I know I need to do, which is leave her cheating butt. So, for that, thanks guys. I just don't get why she would do this. I've been the best boyfriend I can be, I've been super supportive of her hobbies and her career, and loved her with all of my heart. The good news is she isn't on the lease and I don't pay for any of her bills. But her poop is everywhere in our apartment, so her packing up will take a while. I will not be helping her with this. I sent her a text that says I know what happened last night. If you want to talk about it at all, your only chance will be at restaurant. I'll be there from 12 to 1 exactly. Show up if you want, if not, it doesn't matter to me. After that, consider us over and consider yourself evicted. The kicker to all of this is that her boss owns the company. I forgot to mention that bit. So, HR? Not happening. He is HR. He's also unmarried. Just a creepy butthole. If she shows up to lunch, I'll update you guys on what happens. If not, I'll update you guys anyway. Thanks for the push. Less than 3 Edit 2, the lunch update. Oh boy, whoa, this took off. Thanks for tuning in to the spectacle that is my love life as of late, folks. As for the lunch update, it was not really as expected. I expected lots of tears shed, maybe some bargaining, but what I got was none of that. When she came into the restaurant, she was calm and collected. She almost looked proud, even. When she sat down, I looked at her for a few seconds and said, well, what do you have to say for yourself? What I got was more than I bargained for. In a nutshell, she cheated because she wanted to. That was it. She wanted different noodle, and her exact words were, it got boring between us and I wanted something new. I knew what I was doing. I asked her if she got silly that night and she said of course I did. I got more silly than I've ever been in my life ever. I asked her if she intended to hurt me and she said on the surface, no, but I guess somewhere deep inside, subconsciously, yes. I asked her how long this had been going on and she said last night was the first night we had romance, but we've been messing around ever since I started there. Which was a year ago. Good, just good. At this point, I knew she was out for blood for whatever godforsaken reason. There was no point to this charade any longer, and I wanted out of there before I got hurt even more. I didn't intend to finish my meal, so I leaned over and said you have until tonight to get your poop out of my place, or it's on the curb, and I mean every last piece of it. And then left. Here I am at work now. It's almost surreal to have one of the cornerstones of my life just erode in a matter of hours. Soon the emotions will start, and that's when the real fun will begin.
Hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out, thanks.
You confront her with your evidence and you tell her that you know what's up. Then you continue to explain that this doesn't work out and you break up with her. I, 30F, caught my husband, 31M, in an affair and I don't know how to move on. I've suspected things had been going on for a while, but kept brushing it off. I thought he would never do that to me. Since around April, he's been refusing my attempts to have romance most of the time, sitting differently on the couch to where he's facing away from me. Little things. It's with one of our good friends. She came to my house a few weeks ago. She's texted me. She's pretended to be there for me. I found out because I rolled over and they were having a Snapchat conversation. She said she wished she could be there to hold him and he summarized that I tried to seduce him last night and mocked it. I confronted him and he admitted it. He said that it was because quarantine was stressful. He does not want to work things out. He thinks of me only as a friend in his heart. When I told her husband, he confronted her and apparently they actually kissed back in February. I think at that moment, I was never going to be enough for him. We used to be so happy. The week before they kissed, we celebrated Valentine's Day together. He bought us a nice bottle of wine for our anniversary. We had fun, we were perfect. I don't know where to go from here. We've been married only about a year. I feel like he took so much from me and doesn't even want to go to therapy or work this out. I don't want to leave my house but everywhere in it I see him. He chose her. I've been cheated in every relationship I've ever been in. He was supposed to be my forever. I don't know what to do. I've made therapy appointments but I was also laid off last month, so I have too much free time to analyze every single moment where he might have been lying to me or where I made myself pathetic trying to cling to him. How do I start to get through this? Too long didn't read. My husband had an affair and does not want to try to work out our marriage. I feel like I'm drowning and don't know how to start moving on. Lawyer first. Get the divorce filed, and get their advice on if it's okay for you to leave the house while things are processing. As for the other, you need to fill your time. Devote yourself to hobbies, including picking up new ones. Rely on friends, long video calls, watching movies together, etc. Fill as much of your time as you can until things start to process. I'm so sorry he gave up on you without even trying, hun. You deserve far better than that. It's a shame some people are so good at hiding how little respect they have for other folk, but please hold on to the fact that none of this was your fault. There is absolutely zero reason for a partner to cheat, ever, and there is absolutely no justification that can put even a shred of the blame on you. Thank you. The worst thing is that he tried to turn it on me this morning, that things had been off. But it only started being off when he started this affair and he began gaslighting me. Me, 23M, caught my girlfriend, 20F, of almost 2 years cheating on me with her university junior. I also got humiliated by him and am in a very dark place right now. I have spent God knows how long just sitting here, smoking cigarettes and staring into space. Earlier this morning, I decided to go see how my girlfriend was doing after not seeing her for 3 days or so due to work. She had given me a spare set of keys to her place and when I opened up the door I saw her sitting on the couch with one of her university juniors, he's about 19, and had his head on her lap. I recognize him because we all attended the same university and I have seen him around a couple of times. Obviously, they were both initially shocked, but instead of going through the whole please, I can explain motion which I was hoping for so that I could get to the root of this, that guy walked right up to me, pointed at my face and said something along the lines of me being a midget and how pathetic I was. I am 5'4" and this already kills me inside every day. I felt so angry, but at the same time, I just could not do anything. He is this really good looking 6 feet something guy, and at that moment, I really did feel so pathetic. What made things worse was that my girlfriend just stood there and did nothing. What I did next I will never forgive myself for. I just felt so pathetic and partially intimidated. I ran out of the house like the useless human being that I am. I could not even fight for the girl that I love and lost her to my university junior. She's been trying to call me but I am not picking up. I do not even know why I ran. I wish I had at least shoved him or something. I wish she thinks I am dead. I can't even tell my friends about this. I'm just too ashamed. Maybe being blessed with good genes is the only thing that matters in this world, because it obviously eradicates almost 2 years of love and bonding. I mean, I had absolutely no clue she was cheating. There were no red flags. Now I am just sitting here, feeling like an utter loser. I can't even cry. Help me Reddit. Too long, didn't read, caught my girlfriend cheating, got insulted by the guy she was with who also happens to be my university junior. I responded by running away. Dude. You experienced something traumatic. In addition to discovering something heartbreaking about your girlfriend, you were threatened and insulted. Look up fight or flight responses. It is totally normal, and you didn't run away from something worth fighting for, and it doesn't make you any less manly. What were you supposed to do? Fight with a scumbag over your cheating girlfriend? No. You are feeling ashamed of your emotions, but it is nothing to feel ashamed about. After all, you were a faithful and good boyfriend, and in the years, you will look back and think nothing of the shame you feel right now. You are not a loser. This is exactly the right time to reach out to your friends and family. In fact, it is in the time of sorrow and hardships we need each other. To not reach out to them now is to not use the support system you have. Instead of sitting alone with your thoughts and drawing conclusions like you being a loser, you can have people around you to help you think and to realize that this is just your brain lying to you, and they can easily dismiss these thoughts. The only losers here is your girlfriend and that other Deutschbag, whom neither of them have any morals. What is a university junior? Someone please answer, I'm really confused.